Welcome to Always Jays with Mike and Ty. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ty. So, how'd your predictions go last week, Dad?
Well, I don't really want to talk about those now, so let's just get into the Week 2 preview. So, we started off the week with 3 games against the A's, and they won the season series 2-1. In the first game, Ross Stripling pitched. He did very well, throwing 4 shutout innings. And boom, Vladdy hit a home run, his 5th, which was league leading at the time. So big win there. Game 2 was a bit of a thriller as well. The A's were actually up 5-1 at one point in the game. But then after a few runs and then back-to-back dingers by Chapman and Collins, they tied the game. Unfortunately, though, in the 9th, Merriweather came in and a young stud named Pache on the A's hit a 2-run home run and they lost 7-5. Game 3, the Jays rebounded and won 4-3. Manoah was a story in that one. He was looking like a Cy Young pitcher, just throwing strikes. And Romano came in to close the deal there for the big win to end the series.
Yeah, the Boston series went pretty well. We were 2-1. We won 2, they won 1. We won our first game. We lost our first game 2-1. Kikuchi had a decent start. He only had 1 earned run. We had a few guys who just had a few hit games. Everybody was contributing and stuff, but couldn't get those runners in, and we ended up losing 2-1. Sort of not too much of an interesting game, but it was good. But the second game of the series, we ended up winning that one 6-1. Tapia hits a home run to start it off. He cashes in Chappie. Brios had a good start, but all the guys contributed, I feel, that game. Everybody. There was not one player on the team that didn't do any good. Like, Biggio got his first hit. Bichette had a good night. Everybody was really hitting.
Perfect.
That game. Third game, well, we won 3-2, but the highlight of that game was started off, which is obvious. Oh my God, Gausman. He had an amazing start. He went 8 innings. He only had 1 earned run, which is still pretty good. Only had not too many hits. And he just pitched flawlessly. He kept his pitch count low, which that was amazing. So yeah, Bo had a great night. Chappie had 3 hits, and Tapia, it was nice to see him getting a couple hits. It was scary in the last inning there. We were winning 3-0, but Romano comes in and lets in a couple runs. There's a runner on third, but he ends up getting out of it. So he's one of the best closers in the game, I think. He doesn't always get 3 up, 3 down, but he always gets us out of it.
Nice. Yeah, good to see them getting a series win there. So, yeah, as Ty alluded to earlier, my predictions weren't right. I said the A's would get swept. We did win the series, so that was good. And then I said Boston would win 2 games, and they only won 1. So I was wrong. And how were your predictions, Ty?
I did flawlessly with that.
Nice.
Like you, I called it. We didn't sweep any series, but we just got a nice clean win on each series, win a couple games, and I think I did pretty well.
Perfect. And what was the highlight of the week for you?
Definitely Gausman, which one of his best starts of his career, especially with the Blue Jays, but most of all, our starting pitching. Other than Ryu, this week, our starting pitching has been amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody had a quality start this week. And Ryu, he had that ailing forearm. He left during his game and had a sore forearm. So he hit the 10-day IL. Other injuries this week, we had Springer yesterday. He got hit by a fastball on the forearm. They call it a contusion, but got a bruise on the forearm there. They listed him day to day, but he was already back pinch hitting in today's game. So we'll likely see him sometimes this weekend again. And we still have Jansen and Teoscar out with oblique injuries, but they're potentially slated to come back here in late April, which is like mid to end of next week. And then a couple pitchers still on the IL that are close to coming back. Both Nate Pearson and Barucki are in rehab assignments already, so we might see them late April, mid-May as well here. So that'd be good to get them back in the lineup.
Yep.
All right, so what's the week ahead looking like for the Jays?
I think we're going to do good, but I have a feeling we're going to lose our first series of the year against the Astros. I feel they're a pretty good team, and they're one of the only teams that can seem to beat us these days. I think they're going to beat us 2-1, but then we're going to play the Boston again, and I feel like we've played them already. We know them. Obviously, they know us too, but I feel like we're going to play pretty well, and I have a feeling we're going to win 2. They win 1. So.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to say something different. I think the Astros are 6-6. We're 8-5. We're off to a better start. We have Stripling and Manoah starting this weekend. So with those two starters, I think we're going to at least win the series against them this weekend. 2-1. And then, Boston's series, I think we're going to split that one. It's actually a 4-game series, 2 wins, 2 losses. Boston's just a tough opponent, and that's what I'm calling.
Yeah, that's what you always say.
All right, well, there you have it. That was the week in review. We're looking forward to the weekend ahead. Friday, tomorrow, they play the Astros all weekend, and then Boston. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you back in the next video.
See ya.